I literally just kind of woke up or whatnot. Um, but this is inspiration, but Craig Value works too. As this video kind of starts a series or whatnot, a discussion or kind of thing of wording for me of the how like kind of touches base on like definitions within words, but as to actually say, um, well, to poke your eye in. Don't poke your eye out. I'm gonna poke your eye out. No, it's I'm gonna poke your eye in. You don't poke it out. You poke it in. It goes in. It just stuff might. I don't know. Really. Well, that's what it is. It's more poking it in than out. Well, I guess it kind of is poking it out a little bit because the stuff can come out, squirting out because of the pressure, but that's not poking it out. It's poking it in, and you pressured it out. And like, there's a sign the other day of like, drive 20 or keep kids alive, drive 25, and I'm like, know how misleading that is? Like, if my kid was dying, then I'm gonna drive 25, and it's gonna keep my kid alive. I get it makes sense. It does make sense why it's like that. Why words are like that? Because they're signs. Or not even the sign. Like yes, for the drive 25, keep kid alive or whatnot. That sign. Um, it's supposed to be short and to the point. Even though sometimes those signs aren't, like sharks. Like there's a sign that said sharks don't swim here, but it was more like sharks don't swim here. It would have made more sense to say, be aware, sharks do swim here. Little food. Just kidding. But really, I just wanted to put a video together, at least of those two, of like poke your eye out when it's really poking it in, and you pressure the stuff out, and then keep kids alive, drive 25. Really, that's. I mean, at the same time, yeah, it does that one. It does have power. Drive 25. Keep kids alive, drive 25 through this place, and you're going to keep a kid alive. And it does have that power. I'm not at all denying that. Buzz, to say just how silly how words can be, or not how silly words can be, like just how silly phrasing things can be sometimes when it's not really like that. It's more, it really is not, because it's not really going from, it's, this is one of those things that like are going to be looked at, reviewed, and looked at, and said, "Oh, I see. Since we phrased it this way, we created this whole idea and understanding, and because we did that, we got this whole other thing, and because we got this whole other understanding, regardless of how it got created, it's now kind of just, I can semi say it simply led to like other people getting into control and manipulation kind of thing, and that kind of thing, and just to just not to say, or It's just pretty much what I kind of said earlier. Of there are things that are under review, or was not as under review, or should be at least. They literally should be under review. Or I mean, and they are. But Buzz, basically, kind of what I'm saying is there's things that can be put under review and should be put under review. Or not should, Buzz. Do you, just simply saying, I guess, do you just accept everything for what you get asked about to accept it as? Because they are asking you. It's up to you to decide that you want to do it, regardless of the repercussions or the actions or the endeavors that course through the flow of what it actually means to have something as such occur. It's still your choice that occurs. Now, the question is more formed into, are you willing to stand up for what you believe in? Or are you willing to listen to somebody else asking you to stand up for what they believe in? And another way of saying it, or rewording it, are you going to be the leader, or are you going to be a leader that follows? Because you're still leading yourself. So everybody's a leader. But nevertheless, thank you for allowing me into your life. For the pure beauty and essence of just amazingness that just pulses the everlasting flow of your existence, and you being the one that is that and brings that and able to gift me with something as such. It's amazing and beautiful and just awe-inspiring and just something that just gets me to be able to say simply, within phrasing it this way, a smile is all I ask for. But others' smiles are just a bonus. But I shall go. As for always, within the end of this is inspiration. But Craig Value works too. I guess in another sense. Okay. It's kind of bright. I could see the time and it, or whatnot. I love how I can, people say a ramble or whatnot, or someone said that once. But then when I pause it, or when you pause it, do I keep rambling? I'm not saying no to that. It's more like, you really do have the control to pause it, to process it, to pause it, put down the time moment or whatnot, and write back to me about it, and then have a discussion about that. Or a conversation, to understand that a little bit more. Because everything I say, it makes sense, considering, well, I'm talking, and talking's like another entity. It's a friend, because when you think, you're thinking, but when you're talking out loud, you're using another entity. It's another thing. You've got somebody, you're like a friend, a discussion. Buzz to say, well, isn't everybody inspiration? But their own inspiration? Yes, they are. They are their own inspiration. But some to choose not to choose that, to view themselves in that. And so by me literally putting my name as inspiration, but Craig Value works too, people get to say inspiration to themselves out loud. Because going from the form or the idea of, well, your inspiration with Craig Value works too, inspiration with Craig Value works too, inspiration with Craig Value works too, is inspiration with Craig Value works too. Oh, yes? Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying some words. Were you at that moment locked in to me, you thinking that I was talking to you because I said some words? That's an idea that you circumference yourself to, correlation of how I can contact you and not have everybody else answer? Because that's kind of what it is. It's a word. And you can choose to go off of that word, to be called that word, and to be referred to as from that word, that label, that understanding. Which really breaks down to how you understand it or whatnot. Of like, it's all different understandings and meanings and feelings and meaning and whatnot. So power levels, or how that flow, that power can be around you. Buzz, I get people to say inspiration or hear inspiration so they get to be more inspired subliminally. Which brings me to a point that yes, yes, I can control people, I can manipulate people, because I understand those words within definitions, or there's definitions within words, and I understand that way, if I create a definition within a word, then I pretty much created that. And so there's underlying, when I saying it, my intent, the power, the flow that I'm going through or pushing it from, as you being so willing to have me in your life, or what, as you underlying me basically get to have that. That's what it is for you. You might not understand that, but that's what it is. And that's one reason why I don't like, that's why it's not preferable to me to never take control of another entity in that sense. That's why I do my preferable best to word things in a way that do, that's everything, that do let you have the option, the opportunity of choosing what you want to choose. But yes, thank you for allowing me into your life. Thank you for allowing your gifts to be blessed upon me. I bow to you. I honor you and thank you. For your sure beauty is everlasting and just full of vibrancy. Okay.